Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Monday, March 24th, and we are here trying to help you make better or more considered financial decisions. Maybe we're here to clarify what your goals and objectives could be, or as Mark likes to say, Mark, the best executive producer in the world, sometimes we are dream makers and sometimes we are dream crushers. Don't be scared. We'll do it all with a hug, with warmth, with empathy. One of the things I love about this show, though, is that when I get to talk to you, I can really hear sometimes, like in between the words, some of the emotions that are bubbling beneath. And I know that a lot of you have been carrying a lot of emotional baggage lately. It's been a tough beginning of the year. So if you feel like you need some assistance, a little mentoring, a little coaching, why don't you give us a holler? Go to our website. It's jillonmoney.com. In the upper right-hand corner, there is a Contact Us button. Click that button, write us a note, and if you would like to join us on the air live, check the box. Mark will do everything else. While you're on the website, you'll see all of our content lives there. I've got a lot of blog posts, videos, resources, and we have the free weekly newsletter, which comes out every single Friday. Okay, so let us turn to you. We have a listener. Her name is Juliet, and she joins us from Ohio. Hi, Juliet. How are you?
Hi, Jill and Mark. I am good. I'm really happy to be here.
Exciting, right? What's on your mind? How can we help you out?
Well, I am wondering if we are on track for retirement. And then in addition to that, we have a little bit of surplus in our budget each month, and I'm trying to figure out the best place to put that money.
I like the where to put extra money. It's one of my favorite questions. I usually will tell you to spend it, but let's see. Maybe not.
Send it to Brooklyn.
Yeah, exactly. Mark is ready to plant his garden, and that was very expensive. He spends a lot of money on his plants. Okay, Juliet, first of all, you said a we, so is there a spouse?
Yes,
okay.
I have a partner.
Okay.
Sorry, we're married.
Okay, so you are married. Okay, so that's only. I just do that for the legal status. How old are you, Juliet?
44.
And how old is the married partner?
My husband is 45.
Okay, very good. So, are you both working full time?
Yes, we are.
How much do you guys earn together?
I earn a base of $112 with a $10,000 bonus.
Is that like a guarantee bonus, or is that the kind? Okay.
That's the lowest I'll get. I could get more, but that's like the lowest.
Okay. And hubby?
He makes $68,000 a year.
Okay.
And then I do have another $40,000 a year I make right now in royalties.
Royalties? Are you a writer?
No, I'm an artist.
Oh, also very exciting. I love it. A creative person who's making money? It's amazing. Shocking and fabulous. Okay. Do you have kids?
Yes, we have 2 kids.
How old?
12 and 10.
Couple of questions now. So are either of you entitled to a pension in the future?
Yes, my husband is.
Okay, great. Can you just tell us what that pension kind of looks like if he were to stick around for as long as he has to stick around to get a pension?
Yes, so he will retire at 57. He has a very physical job, and it is a full retirement, and it's $4,800 a month plus healthcare.
Oh, I like the healthcare. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, you don't have that.
No. So in traditional IRA, which I've rolled over from past jobs, I currently have $500,000.
All right, go, Juliet. Okay, what else?
And then I also have a Roth IRA with $110.
Okay, great.
And I have a new-ish job with a Roth 401k.
Okay.
And I've only been there a year, so I have $12,000 currently.
That's great. That's a lot of money, not, based on the fact that you guys don't make a ton of money, but you make good money. How about money put away for the kids? Any 529 plans or money that's earmarked for education for them?
We have started, but haven't made a ton of progress. Each kid has about $16,000.
So, Juliet, do you guys own a home?
Yes, we do.
How much would you guess that it's worth?
Probably around $700, $750.
That's nice. And is there still a mortgage that's outstanding on it?
No, there isn't.
What?
Okay, in fairness, our mortgage was $160, so it
okay, whatever, it's gone. So, and you're staying there. This is the house you love.
We are staying here.
So this might explain why the cash flow is so good, right?
Yeah.
What other assets do you have? Is there a rental property or a brokerage account? Anything else that we haven't accounted for?
Nope.
That's good. That's
Other
great.
than just like, emergency fund and, checking and savings and
All
that
right.
kind
What's in the emergency slash cash accounts?
about 40,000. We'd like a little more, but
Okay. You said that you have extra money every month. Where is that coming from? Is that like when the royalties come in? Like, how does your cash flow from month to month without the royalties?
it's fine. It since the royalties kind of come in these kind of big lumps, it does feel like all of a sudden we get, this amount of money that then we kind of have to like put somewhere.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'd say we have generally about 3,000 a month right now, and we just want to extra, and we just want to make sure we put it into the right place.
But you're saying $3,000 a month, which is after you've put money into your Roth and you've put money into your 401k, like after all of that, after your bills are paid, that's the money you have on a monthly basis, is
Yes,
$3,000.
yes,
And does that include, is that $3,000 a month before the royalties or inclusive of the royalties?
inclusive.
Okay, I got you.
Yep.
Great. And are you putting money on an ongoing basis into the kids' 529 plans?
Yes.
How much is going in there?
Currently about 350 a month for each. So
350 a
yeah,
month. Okay, so 750. So again, the 3,000 a month, you already have accounted for that 700. That
correct.
okay, I got you. Great.
Yep.
How much do you figure you guys spend on a monthly basis?
It's about 9,000.
Do you guys have life insurance?
Yes.
How much?
That is a good question. I think we have a lot. We had old policies term that are expiring, and then my new job offers a really good plan. So I want to say it's like a million, and at least a million on me, and then like maybe another 500,000 on my husband, something like
Okay.
that.
Very good. Excellent.
But it's there.
Do you guys have wills? Do you have a power of attorney? Do you have a healthcare proxy?
Yes, we've done all of the
Look at our girl making it happen.
responsible things.
Okay. So if your husband retires at age 57, Juliet, he be fully retired in general? Do you think he'll go do something?
He definitely wants to still do something part-time, like absolutely wants to keep
Okay.
active.
Okay. And that $4,800 a month for his pension, does that include some benefit to you if he were to pass away?
Yes, that's the full survivor benefit.
Okay, great. So I guess the question is at 57, he turns 57, he's retired, and he makes, let's try to give him a low bar. He'll do something for what, like $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, something like that?
Yep.
All right. I'll say 1,500 just because I can. And then would you keep working?
That's kind of what I'm wondering. I would not mind retiring from my 9 to 5 job at 57, especially if he's going to be kind of half retired.
Sure.
And then I would like to kind of still do my side hustle that earns the royalties.
Okay. So if we said, like, if that 40,000, then I could say if he's going to make 1,500 a month part time, and you could make 3 grand a month part time slash royalties. That kind of gets us pretty close to what we need, right? The 4,500 a month, $4,800 a month, plus 3 grand a month from your royalties, plus $1,500 a month that he does something. So does that feel like doable to you if you do that for a few more, bunch of years, like, I don't know, from 57 to 65? So you guys, or 63, like, does that seem doable?
Yeah, in terms of like us doing the part-time work,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, great. So then what we're really talking about is you having pretty much what it sounds like is the money you need for your retirement needs, mostly, not 100%, because, we're talking, I know you need net and we're talking about gross numbers right now. So let's say instead of, we'll have $900 or $9,300 a month, but we also have all that money you've put away. So in the Roth and the traditional and the Roth 401k. So then I guess the question is how much you really want to start supercharging the kids' college education, because I think the when you say, are we on track for retirement? Absolutely. That's not the problem. But if you said, we really want to try to pay for public school for these two kids, for the 10 and 12-year-old, then I think you need to be directing more money towards the 529s. Do you agree with that, Mark?
100%. Yeah. I mean, the older kid, before you know it, it's going to be a freshman.
Ugh, that's horrifying. I'm sure to them also. How much of the 3,000 would you like to allocate to that 529 plan? What do you feel comfortable with, Juliet?
I mean, we definitely value the idea of funding our kids' education. Neither my husband or I had to take out loans for college. Our family's paying for it, so we really, really value that. So I would like to put like as much in as you guys think is kind of the right amount to get them there.
How much? You said you'd like to have more money in your emergency or cash reserve fund. What amount of money? I mean, if you spend $9,000 a month, he's got a job. It doesn't sound like he's going to lose his job. Do you want to have 6 to 12 months in that emergency reserve fund?
Yeah, I think we'd like a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't I would say this. What would you say if of the $3,000, or even if you can do that, you don't have to do it monthly, because obviously when royalties come in, you can just sort of think of it this way. I would say, does a royalty check come like once a year in one big chunk?
4 times a year.
4 times a year. So maybe every time it comes in, right? 10 grand every quarter, right? I would say I would take 7,000 and I would probably put that into the 529, and I'd put the other money into the emergency cash. And if you want to like get the emergency cash built up a little faster, then you can just take the first couple of paychecks, get the emergency reserve fund where you want it to be. I don't know what that number is for you, because it sounds like you have a number in mind. What's your number that you have in mind?
I mean, maybe more like 70.
Okay. So for the next 3 checks, put in the emergency reserve fund. Make sure you're getting paid on this cash. Okay. And just get that done. And as soon as you get the emergency cash where you want it to go, then I would be putting in, every time I got a check from the royalties, I would just split it between the 529 accounts. I really would. And just put 5 and 5. And, hopefully you can get the chunks of money in there. And that to me is the way you supercharge your 529 plans. You just make sure that you're putting as much as you can right now, because you only have, as Mark said, you can have the money in there, but like there's no reason not to really try to jam more money in there. But I think if you want to be a little bit more conservative, you'd build the emergency cash up first and then redirect and put more money into those 529 accounts every time you get a royalty check. That the royalty check goes into the kids' funds. And I think that would get you a lot closer to where you want to be. Do you agree with that, Mark?
I do. And if she wants to think, if it's easier for her to think about it on a monthly basis with $3,000 a month, I would probably just put 1,000 into your emergency reserve and get that where you want it to be. And then I would put the extra $2,000 into the 529 accounts.
Yeah, it really just depends, Juliet, on where, if you feel a little bit anxious about the emergency reserve being low, then address that first and then get on it with when you have the kids accounts, or, when you have the cash flow for the kids accounts. But otherwise, you're in very good shape. You've done the things that you need to do. You're a working artist and a creator. So, I'm amazed by that. And it's a great thing. And, maybe it's all even better than we think, because, you're very young. And so if your husband decides at 57, I'm calling it quits, he might be like, I could make more than $1,500 a month. We're really lowballing the other aspects of this. And if you get the 529 accounts built up and things are going really well, then you can always open a brokerage account as well for yourselves, the money that you can access. So I think you're in great shape. And I think that, if the original question, what do we do with our extra money? Build up that emergency reserve fund, build up those 529 accounts, and you guys are golden, really golden. It seems like you're really on track to do the things you want to do. And that's kind of a great thing. What a place to be.
Great. So, I guess you kind of answered this. So I don't need to increase my contributions to my 401k?
Not right now, because we want to build up the 529 accounts. Okay. And so listen, let's push the clock ahead 5 years. The 529 accounts are nice and big. but like your 10-year-old is somehow becoming like an incredibly valuable oboist who plays soccer and spins plates on the side. Like whatever. She's like this, or he's this amazing kid, and you're not going to have to pay for any college. Okay. Then you're in a different situation, right? Then you're like, oh, I can stop putting money in my 529 accounts. And what I can do is I can actually just jam in on the Roth contributions. But for right now, if education is a priority, you got to put the money there.
Okay. That makes sense.
And if you didn't have the pension, I would caution you about that. So the pension is what gives you the ability to have the cash flow go to education. Because if you didn't have the pension, we'd be telling you to max out your Roth. We'd be telling you to really push as much money into those retirement accounts. But because of that pension, you can do more than one thing at once. So this is amazing.
Great.
I know you're feeling good. Aren't you glad you should have called me 2 weeks ago? You would have felt even better. So that's good. All right. If you have a question about maybe some competing goals and priorities that you have in your financial life, get in touch with us. Go to JillOnMoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. Write us a note if you'd like to join us on the air. All you need to do is check the box, and Magic Mark does everything else. He's the best. Don't forget to sign up for the free weekly newsletter, and also subscribe to us on the Odyssey app, where you can also subscribe to our sister broadcast called Money Watch, which comes out on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you were really pining for that extra 2 days of us, and then we pulled the rug out from under you at the end of last year, and you want more Jill and Mark, subscribe to Money Watch. Both of our podcasts are available on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. Don't forget to lift someone up, change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.